Hi, AT from CNC at Home. I do some gaming with my friend David, and I thought it would be fun to put together a little something for everybody who comes out every couple weeks and plays. I'm going to do a quick dog tag for the group. I'm going to start by putting my dog tag template down here and then add some text to that. I'm going to be doing this on the P7 laser, so let's switch over to the Atom Stack P7 and get that template brought in. Let's zoom in quickly so we can see this. This is just a basic template that I created that approximates the shape of my dog tag. It has the correct length and width. This inner rectangle is basically a safe zone where I know things will work. This represents the hole in the dog tag. Let's just go over and get some text on here. We'll just do something simple like DND at David's. Now that's obviously too big, so let's shrink that up. Just shrink it until it's about the right size. Get that centered, and we can make that a little bit bigger. That's too big. Let's just key something in. What does 8 look like? It can be bigger than that. 9. There, that looks pretty good. We'll also want this filled, so let's do a fill on that. And we'll come down here to the library, go to dog tags, and we will do etch with border. I'll assign that to the layer. There we go. Now, etch with border is multiple styles here. So the first one is just a basic fill. The second one does a line. I've used this before, and what it does is it fills all the letters in, and then it comes back and it goes around the edges. This cleans up, especially on smaller things, it cleans up the edges, makes it look a lot nicer. If we go into our preview, we can kind of see that. Let's just go through here. We'll see it's doing the edging, and then that was way too quick. Let's slow this down for that last little bit. Go ahead. All right, so we'll play here, and you'll see that it's actually going around each of the letters. And even if we zoom in on this, you can see how it even makes this look cleaner. Without that second layer, you just have those lines back and forth. That's all we need to do for this side, so we'll go ahead and save that. With a fresh template, I have an image that I want to bring in. Let's bring that image in and see what we can do with that. Here's the image. It's something I found online. It's just a 20-sided dice showing a 20, which is a good thing, and a couple cross swords behind it. I could do this as an image. I want to see what this looks like if I convert it to a vector. So I'm just going to right-click and trace image. We look at that. It did a pretty good job with the basic default, so we'll click OK. That brings that in. Again, we'll want to fill this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll need to shrink it down, and then we'll get that positioned in our dog tag template. There it snaps to the center. Let's zoom in on this a little bit so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do etch without border on this one because there's so much detail. It's going to make the burning time take quite a bit longer. So just doing the fill on this will take approximately 2 minutes. Out of curiosity, if I do fill with offset, how long will that take? Minute 37. So a minute 37 versus 2 minutes and 9. Yeah, it took a third of the time off if we do it that way. Let's go ahead and do this with fill with offset. And we can make this a little bit bigger. I will resize from the center. Get close to the edges. Yeah, we're already going off the bottom, so we probably don't want to go any bigger than that. Maybe a little bit smaller. There, something like that. All right, that looks good. We'll save this and head over to the laser and burn these out. With my zeroing fixture in place, I can put a blank down. I actually put 2 blanks down, and the reason for that is our zeroing template is too thick, essentially, to let me just put one in and then use the focusing sheet on there to actually focus. So I put a blank down and then I put my actual burn piece on top of that. Then I can bring the laser over, and this is kind of tricky, but once it's focused you don't have to keep doing it. Alright, so that's the height we need. And the way this template works, I always have to give this a little twist to make sure it's in the right orientation. Let's get that powered on and zeroed, see if it hits anything. Okay, so it just misses our zeroing template, so that's really good. Let's go ahead and do the burn. Now that it's filled the letters, it's going back in and it's doing a little trace around each of the edges. It gives it a nice clean look. Once the burn is done, I've told Lightburn to go ahead and move the laser head up out of the way. That allows me to get at my material, remove it, and put another piece in place easily. Then I can just repeat the process.
To speed up this process, I thought I would try doing 3 dog tags at a time. I just lined them up end to end, and within Lightburn, I just made a couple duplicates of the same burn process. Let's take a look and see how that worked.
It turns out there is a problem with the zeroing template. The laser module ended up hitting it when it was out here at the end, so it's ever so slightly just barely missing it when I'm over here. I suppose one solution would be to have 2 blanks underneath each of the pieces that I was burning. That's probably the smarter thing to do. Unfortunately, that means that this one is wrecked, so that one will go bye-bye. Anyway, these 2 will be fine, so we'll pull those off to the side. We'll keep those and get our template realigned here, and then get another blank on that. And what I'll do is just do 2 at a time. So I'll take this bad one and use that underneath, get this one and put it on top. So then we'll just do 2 at a time instead of 3. Like I said, I mean, I really could put 2 blanks under there and that would have it work. So we've got 2 that are done, so those are cool. So D&D at David's, and then on the back, rolling a 20. Yeah, that's what we like. So let's go ahead and get the machinery zeroed, and we'll start burning these 2.
That dog tag turned out pretty well. I do have these little chains that I can put them on. So it says D&D at David's on one side, and then we flip it over and it's got our little 20-sided die image with the 20 on there. So I made one of these for each person that comes and plays, and I'll hand those out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content of our channel, think about subscribing, as that really helps us out. As always, enjoy doing your CNC at home projects.
Oops.